y'all? What's up, y'all? How everybody doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat with they thumbs jack. Check this out. Y'all know Trey Gang work hard, and I got some of that footage that's finna kill the whole game. I gotta put a disclaimer: for use act, education purpose use only. All rights, image, and music clip belong to their respective owner, and we do not claim ownership. Check this out. I got one video that's finna expose it all. This one video that's gonna expose it all. There's no more asking questions. It's more demanding. You know what I'm talking about? It's no more theories. It's no more none of that. Cause everybody remember the 911 call when Miss Teresa you heard walkie talkies. I'ma see, can I do it like this for them? If you been following the Kenneka Jenkins case, everybody, when it comes to the 911 call, we heard walkie talkies in the background as they having a conversation about a missing person, right? And that's one thing you do not supposed to hear. You will never hear a dispatcher talking on the phone with a person on the other line and will be hearing police walkie talkies unless they on the scene, right? Check that out. That's a dead giveaway. Cause everybody wanna know why would we be hearing that? And then when you go to the police frequency, check this out. Y'all look, watch this. Man, when I say this here, this is it. The game is over with. They ran the game and it lasted long. You know what I'm saying? They ran the game and it lasted long. But it ain't gonna learn in the eternal, because guess what I just recently found out without. Hold on, check this out. You see the dates on her? What if Trey Gang told y'all this? And watch how this finna hit different, like I said. If you watch this whole video and say this September the 9th, and this will be the real timestamp. If this would be September 9th in the real timestamp, now you can go back to the police reports and be like, what would the noise complain about? Round about 2 something. Cause this would be the real time on September 9th, and guess when the reenactment would be? This would be on September the 10th. God damn, I'm so good with this stuff. Hold on, I ain't even showed y'all. Look, boom, watch this. I ain't even showed y'all. Watch this, y'all. On the screen. If you watch this footage on September the 9th, you'll be like, oh my God, this is the biggest tea in the world. This will be actually happen on September 9th, and this footage would be September 10th, a reenactment. So which one you believe in now? This footage? Kenneka missing, let's go find. And then we already were following these people, breaking this stuff down like that. And the whole time we breaking the reenactment, but the real truth is right here. Hi y'all, told you got him, I got him. Share this live video right now and let the world know what we got going on. Yeah, let the world know what we got going on, cause you wanna know what? Cause that 911 call from the bag, all the this.
111, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Point.
And check this out. We got to watch. Check this out. Everybody remember the narrative. What the police said, the YouTubers said. Oh, this was going on at 1 some, and this was going on at 2 some. This was going on at 3 some, and this was going on at 4 some. Instead of watching this, trying to figure this out, cause this the reenact. Go back to this, and guess what you finna get right out of this? I would start it from her, but you know, we can just play this role. So watch this. Boom. That's where you finna get all the organ harvesting people. Now you finna see they go to all the organ harvesting people right there. Look at this at September 9th at 12:55. Look what you see on the footage. Everything coming to the light now. Everybody at the front desk. Boom. Look. Bam, watch this. You got everybody on this footage right now. And this at 12 something. Keep this in mind, they told us a narrative. Kenneka left the house at 11:30. And this what you will be actually seeing on the footage. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Look at this. If you look at this footage according to September 9th, now look, if you look at this September 9th, watch how this finna match up with the 911 call. And tell me, do this look like, yup, Trey Gang, you've been saying this for years. You've been saying that Mr. Reese and them is connected with the police connected with the gangsters connected with the Illuminati connected to the music gang. You know what I'm saying? And you can go back to the Cabrini Breen, the Henry Horns projects and all this stuff, and now you got a family connection going on. Look, right there. Look who all you see. Family members. Look at this. It's all you finna see. Number family members. Get what they getting ready to do. Don't this look like a party for family coming in now? Yeah, that was the big trick. So everybody, when you look at the police, when it comes to this footage, this the reenactment. This what they want the public to be trying to figure out what's going on, but this the reenactment. But then you'll see the truth on September 9th, and then you match this 911 call up
at O'Hare Airport
and play the video.
And I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends, and now her friends, they said that they left on the front of the hotel, and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old.
And you said that and you said the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport?
Yes, and they said that when her friends was asking earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they used to run the video cameras, they said that they didn't have.
This just shows you the family. Look, this just shows you the family member involvement right in one song. Boom. Oh, so that means Miss Teresa, her mom and them all got that ballroom in there. See that? Round that one song. See how they coming out? Pie y'all. Yeah, let's play this call again.
Have no camera. But now I came and it was a lady. She said that she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room, and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys, but that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
Yes, the Crown. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, the Crown Plaza.
Check this out. Now, if you go back to this 911 call, y'all remember when we all seen Miss Teresa come in that lobby and there was a reenactment and she was looking and like, yeah, you know, it's a lady in the lobby. This would be right a couple of hours after this. Only thing they did was just show y'all what happened on September 9th right here and did the reenactment on the 10th. So this actually the 10th. That's why they call it the reenactment, and this is the truth on September 9th. Now you got everybody, the family, everybody, Jack. I told y'all I wasn't playing with them. I told y'all I wasn't playing with them. Look, check this out.
Plaza and Rosemont. That's exactly where it's at. I'm
Okay,
so
and
sorry.
no, it's okay. And have you spoke? And you said you spoke with the
Front desk. I'm sitting outside right in front of the hotel in a parking lot right now.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different I'm sorry, it's a new shift, and they said that they haven't seen her. Well, of course they wouldn't have seen her, because this is like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I just seen that she was here because I just found the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was at 1:36 p.m. So hold on, this is not her ticket because this was on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
Ain't this the police, dude? Ain't this the police will be in regular clothes? At what time? 1:07. Remember, y'all, when they said, hey, you know, the party got cracking round 1 some. Then you got the police detective. Ain't this like the Clues game when you see on the movies, man? Y'all don't see this right now? Y'all don't see... You ain't gonna match the time frame that when it comes to, okay, I can do it like this here. Watch how Zach so cold with it. Look, Zach so cold with it. Watch this. I'm gonna put Zach and make him look real bad. I'm finna make Zach look real bad. Cause when it comes to the truth, finna look real bad. What you say? What time? What was going on, Zach?
Shit, some real Chicago shit. You like, we at a party, we thinking, so he dipped off with a nigga.
Yeah, you know
it's Chicago. We know what. Come on, bro. We finna what? We know.
World, period, man.
On Shannon, I see how y'all coming.
You know how. Come on, man.
Okay.
We can't find it, man. What Kendra? Oh, Kendra.
Cause you know my thoughts as well as everybody on Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Periscope, Instagram. What the fuck was that? Oh, all right, we good. All right, hold on. I'm like, whoa.
And guess what else I figured out too? I said, boy, this got to be the most bizarre stuff. Cause everybody know who peas look like, right? Okay, let me go to a video that I made. Right?
Okay, and you know, real quick, I'm just gonna see if maybe we.
And man, this got to be the most craziest thing if it don't click in right now. Hold on.
My name is Shayna, and I'm the CEO of Baskin Lather Co. I'm also a licensed nurse practitioner.
Why they like?
Don't Trey Gang got him, and then look what this would be at one. Look, same outfit on. See that same outfit on, and then look.
Hold on. I'm thinking this. Like,
Told you. I told you. I told you, gang. But y'all can't hear me. Damn, my volume low, but that motherfucker saying I'm turned up. Let me turn that joint up then. Man, I don't know what's going on. Hold on, let me put cut the filter on. Okay, hold up. I need to boom, put it up like that, right? Is that kind of cool? Is that little now loud enough for y'all? All right. Hope that's good. Okay, all right. Check this out. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me straighten this up. I'm gonna do it like that. It should be good. Okay, now look. Now if you look at peas, and if you look at the cop, do we need to go to school to figure this out? Hey, what would be going on around one some? And then you go around one summer, you see him on the one summer, you'll be like, let me just scratch this out right quick and put this on September 9th and keep the timestamp accurate at one summer. Won't even catch the police on the footage. And then you got Zach trying to explain this, and you got P them killing them, and they all know. Whoa. You see what I'm saying? Man, get the shares up on this one. You can't let this one slide, goddammit. You can't let this one slide. Man, this finna kill every conspiracy that motherfuckers putting out there. This expose the whole game like this here. Watch this. I'ma show you this. And let's go back to September the 9th. How many of y'all gonna agree with me? Right now, we're gonna look at this at September the 9th at one some. And think about what Miss Teresa said. You know, I got the call at 4:34 and stuff. And you know, they said she came reaching around 2 some. And then you know, Irene said, you know, the party got jumping at 1 some. And then they always said, guess who will be in the room with them? Police and security. And shit, and that's what it look like to me now. Hi, y'all. I told you, man, y'all get the likes and shares up on this. There go the police involvement straight on the camera in plain clothes. Then check this out. This will let you know that this man, ooh, and that ain't the first time I showed him. And then look, won't this will make sense why Jedediah will be always bumping into him when he go to the precinct? Won't that make a whole lot of sense? And then Chloe Channel wanna all of a sudden get terminated because if y'all noted that Trey Gang really preserved the footage in time before Chloe Channel get terminated, because if her channel got terminated, we won't even have this conversation here, and we won't even be talking about, oh, this on September 9th at 107. Play the video, Trey Gang. Let's see what this going on. They got the police right there. So they said something happened to Kenneka around 2 some. Let's watch this footage at 2 some then. And let's listen to Mr. Teresa 911 call right here. Now we ain't gonna watch this reenactment. We need to go. Yeah, I need to. Boom. See that? Now y'all see that in your face. In your face. I gotta go to the Miss Teresa 911 call. Look who all you see on the footage. Everybody dressed up for the party. And guess what? The pool area, y'all remember when they were saying, yeah, you know they were throwing the party in the pool area and all this old stuff.
I'm going to see if maybe she was here at all. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Kenneka Jenkins.
All right, and could you spell her?
The room wasn't registering her name. She came with some friends here.
No, I just want to verify. I'm about to say I actually just came in myself. Probably been on shift for about 45 minutes, so I just want to make sure that, you know, maybe she didn't get arrested and sent on her. You know what I mean? I just want to double check everything. But
okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. But it doesn't look like we had any run-ins with her last night at all. Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or, you know, she's probably.
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for nobody, no one besides her. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay out here. They stayed out here they called me like about 3-something in the morning. I was laying in the bed. I just had breast surgery. I fought breast cancer. So I'm, sedated off medication early. and they telling me she out here. So once I rejuvenated to strengthen myself enough to get up and drive out here to look for her, once they brought me my car, I came right out here. And I came to the hotel, and I showed them a picture of her, and I asked them did they see it. And it was a lady in the lobby, and she heard me asking at the front desk, and she said it was music. She did hear music. She called the one downstairs to report the room, and come to find out it was the people next door. And when we knocked on the door, that person said that she did see my daughter downstairs with, it was like 4 of them, and it was 4 of them. And she said my daughter, she was with 3 of her friends, but her 3 friends said, which then, you know, these kids won't tell the truth. They said that they went upstairs to get her cell phone. And when they went to get her cell phone, she was standing in the lobby, in the front lobby. And then when they came back down, she wasn't there anymore.
No, I completely understand.
East of Garment Entryway.
The one issue we have, and it's not necessarily that it's an issue, but she is an adult. She is 19 years old, and I mean, as of right now,
she's 19 years old. That's not.
What happened inside the Crowne Plaza Chicago O'Hare?
Now watch the famous words that's finna come out her mouth and what she about to say.
That's the question many are asking of hotel management after the body of Kenneka Jenkins was found in a freezer early Sunday morning.
If you've seen her going to a freezer or being carried to a freezer, then you need to prove that.
The 19-year-old's family talked to reporters a few hours after the heartbreaking discovery.
That's my favorite sister. I cannot live.
And then you look, that's why you gotta live and know we'll be doing this on September the 10th. Cause look what they was doing on September the 10th at 2-something in the morning. A reenactment. A reenactment. This will be on September the 10th. And this will be right after that. So that means this what they will be added. Look, watch this. This means, look, Miss Teresa will be on the phone call with these people on September. Ooh, if this ain't a big exposure in the Kenneka Jenkins case, I don't know what this is. So that means this was on September the 10th. This would be right after reenactment then. Boom. Now, if you compare this footage with this footage exactly at 2-something, you finna be like, oh, snap. Look. Boom. And then go to the reenactment. That's why the YouTuber were pushing that narrative. Yeah, this is reenactment, y'all. This is reenactment. Got everybody entertained on this. And when this footage came out, they didn't even want to. They ain't really want to upload it. Now I see why they uploaded. Cause when I did my thorough research, but even before I got the letter, I said I want to know if this was September the 9th. Cause the way I'm reading the investigation and all they reports, then I got actually access to the footage. At some point in time, I'ma say, well, look, if I'm knocking times off this junk and this shit get me closer, what if I just change the dates on her? And if I change the dates on her, now I see the police activity. I see what the whole cover up is about now. Look, y'all. This crazy. You can match both. And then Trey Gang got videos in the kitchen with like, look, y'all, these videos is looped. Trey Gang proved and said, man, I can show y'all the video. I even got the video showing y'all the September 9th, September 10th, how all little was looped it together like one big ass video. Man, we need more lights than this. Man, fuck this. No, I got him in a chokehold now. This is my moment. This is my moment, Jack. You ain't even got to agree with me on none of this shit. Only thing I can say, what you would see on September the 9th, and I could kill the whole game on this, instead of the 10th, what you would see on September the 9th at one something. Remember what the news said? This. Hold on. Oh, this finna get real good. Kenneka Jenkins, what the news said, what time she come in? I'm glad all they ass popping up. Cause I told y'all about Crime Con. See, ain't nobody listen to me when I said about Crime Con. You even go to BT. What time she get there?
I built a Wix website overnight, and it helped launch my career as a sketch artist. There's
boom. This BET. Watch how you finna debunk BET, MTV, man. Don't y'all know when Trey Gang got that letter, man? When Trey Gang got that letter, bro. Look, they said she was coming in that one song. They said she was coming in that one song. Shit, according to this footage. Let's see what was going on at one song. Hi, y'all. Look at this. And play this video.
My daughter, she's 19. Her name Kenneka Jenkins, Kenneka.
No, yes. No, I remember that. You told me that she was 19. But what I'm saying is that she, again, she's only been gone for a couple hours. She's, I don't know, maybe she's, she could be somewhere with one of her friends or something, because, I mean, it is only a couple hours since you hadn't seen her, correct? Or since her friend supposedly hadn't seen her?
Correct. Let's say about 3 to 4 hours now, they said. They told me. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning when they called me.
Yeah.
This crazy, because you can match the 911 call with this call.
Well, I guess the one, are you looking to file a missing persons report then?
Uh-huh.
Or are you just...
That's why you even heard the police walking talking in the background, Jack. That's why you heard the police in the background, boom. So you know if this was going on at once. So that means, hey man, we probably need to go back to the 6. Oh, look who just snuck in. Look who just snuck in at one song. Look. Watch this. Who that is coming in, y'all? In the back at one song. Ooh, wee. Who that is in all black? So Trey Gang won't sound so crazy when I was like, y'all. When French K sent me the letter, he was saying he was trying to reach in the girl in all black. Man, she missed it. She matched the description, don't it? In all black. And if you go to that French Cave letter, oh yeah, everything finna pop out. Everything finna pop out like Jack in the Box. Look. Leonore be coming in that junk that one, and then all her friends, look where they going to. Booyah. Then you got, look at the activity. 121. Holy shit. Boom. And guess when Miss Teresa said she finna get the call? Now I know what's going on. Don't y'all remember Tay Sunday? Thumb me up if y'all remember when Trey Gang break that Tay Sunday video down, right? And guess what Tay Sunday said? on September the 9th, you know, it was a lot of thugged out kids in the pool area with businessmen and police officers. Ooh, and won't you see all this on September the 9th, round about that time? Shit, I still got the video. And when they said, hey, who was complaining about the toilet? Ooh wee, and boom. If Tay was saying this was going on September the 9th, and they were showing this on the 10th, and they said you had kids, thugged out kids, guess what time you would see these people? If Tay said what time this would be going on around between the hours of 1 and 2 in the morning. Look who you already see, Leonora and them hot ass. So we gotta watch this jump all the way to goddamn 2:30 just to see if this shit real.
I'm sorry, go on ahead.
I'm so sorry, Sarah. I just want to know, is it possible that maybe they can look at the cameras and see, it's because they send the police out here and ask them to look at the cameras and see if they've seen her on their cameras around that time?
I was about to say, even if I did send an officer, it would take a little bit in order for us to get the camera footage and for us to pass it on to the detectives division.
Okay.
And that's why they look, you got Miss Teresa family member going to the front desk, right? Ain't that said 124? Ain't that's Miss Teresa family member. That's why Miss Teresa and them, that's why the hotel need more time to get the footage right. Just because they on the footage, the police on the footage. You just seen the police on the footage, the family on the footage, and then look, living no all love on boom right there. So look, check this out. You mean to tell me which ones you want? You want this footage or the reenactment? Let's go to this at one song. Look at this at one song. Oh, don't that match up? That's like a cover up. Well, we got to show this footage, but we got to change the date and just show the reenactment. Boom, because it's going to line up to everything. Look what you finna get on this footage. And then look what you finna get on this footage. Which one you believe now? Shit, the left or the right? Yeah, which one you believe in, the left or the right now, goddammit? Look at this. Here go the reenactment. According to this footage, oh man, this is the setup. This is what we need to be focused on. And boom, look how much it look, boom. September 9th. One song in the morning. Boom, that's why everybody dodging them folks. Boom. Ooh, and if you go with Tay Sunday said it was cops. And I remember a bunch of thugged out kids. They was in the pool with a bunch of businessmen. And I seen police standing up under the camera with like, that's why that girl was doing that shit in the look. Keep your mouth, look, watch this, look, keep your eyes. Oh, that's the footage right there. Remember when I made a video, I said, I want to know why she did that. Look like somebody floating in the pool. Boom. Now it makes sense at one song. Told y'all. Now, cause look, she did the same thing the maintenance man did. Did she do the same thing what Trey Gang was showing y'all what the maintenance man did? Alright, let me go to my channel when I show y'all what the maintenance man did. Boom, let's go to my video. Look, this shit so crazy. Watch this. Straight to the maintenance man, John. I gotta go to the popular one because this made that John was popping. Right here. Did the same thing what the maintenance man did. Right up in here. Boom, you see that? They talking about the same look. You see that? Boom, right there. Boom, there you go right there. See that? Watch this. Boom. Right there, same motion. Same motion she did. Here you go. Boom, right there. Same motion he did. Boom. So I was like, wait a minute, what? Why would she would be doing that on September the 10th? It would make a lot of sense she would be doing it on September the 9th. And that's why Friends Cave got the call to come to the pool quick. Ooh wee. You see that? And guess where they at? Right there in the fucking ballroom. Look, boom. Watch this whole video. I ain't even got to break it down. This what you actually see at One Some on September the 9th. Ain't this mind blowing?
Okay. So what would you suggest?
Well, again, the only thing I would suggest maybe just give her a couple hours. She could have went somewhere with one of her other friends. I mean, and who knows what her friends are saying is true. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You could tell, not to be saying, you could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent. I've been young before, and it's not sounding right. It don't sound right. Period. That's why I came out here myself, because then it sounded like they had been drinking. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I asked them, did she drink? And they said she had only 1 cup. But okay, my daughter ain't the type that normally, she can't even take liquor. Her liquor level is just like mine. We can't take liquor. We cannot take liquor. We take a sip of liquor, we drunk. Honestly.
No, I completely understand.
And I'm like, 1 cup is too much for her, And like I asked them, and then they end up with her cell phone. I pay her cell phone bill every month to make sure my daughter has a phone. How did she love her phone? I don't understand why would she leave her cell phone with you all? And
now y'all see what this would look like at 1:32. Look what this look like at 1:32 September 9th. But watch this though. This what you get at one. This what they want y'all to believe. This at 1:30. Irene live.
Now we got to go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Maybe where's the golf cart?
Boom. So this would be the real video of when she actually died. Cause this finna let you know They covered up the time of death when she actually died. Look, they gave you this video and gave you this video. But this supposed to be in September at 1 something in the morning on the 9th, and this supposed to be on September the 10th on the 9th. On 10th at 1 something. But if you look at this at September 9th at 1 something, you don't see the game they playing. Look.
You funny as fuck, Ruby.
Told you.
It's bad. Let me see. Slow your roll, shorty.
Keep my head, huh?
This why this video gonna be pre-recorded. This why this video gonna be pre-recorded. Also telling you, yeah, this was on September 9th, and this ain't even on September 9th. This was way before September 9th. You might well just go back to the 6th. So when it look like that, damn, Kenneka actually died on the 6th, and they had to. This what they had to do on the 7th. You have. They got to book a room, the 9/26, when you go back to the police report. Oh, that's why they had to book a room on the 7th. Had the people come in and book the room on fraudulent credit cards and all this. So when they get that on footage, then they're going to show all of this shit. Oh, I see what's going on. Look, I see what's exactly going on. Boy, you could play games with this camera and this Facebook Live stuff. Look, this is what you finna get.
This slow fucking. Let me see. She played fucking Rick Ross Live.
That's crazy, bro. You learn something new every time you get big into this stuff.
Man, the phones ain't working this weak ass connection.
So.
Shut up, you steady talking.
And that's why they had to edit. That's why they had to edit the audio in there, the music. That's why they had to do all of the editing in this video, because the only thing they edit in was audio. Look how loud and clear that you can hear Monifa and Shemaya in the background talking. And they supposed to be whispering and stuff. You see what I'm saying? And then make it so bad, right? Look. Look what you finna see going on at 2 something in the morning. Everything, check this out. Watch this. Did this expose Zach TV? When Zach TV, now don't this expose him like, yup.
Why the fuck, and who the fuck would leave a friend behind?
You was paid. I see it now, cause you know, y'all know this was, you know what time this was going on. And look how he came with it.
But y'all saying she probably dipped off with somebody on some other shit.
We think, bro, look, it wasn't like a motherfucker left her for a whole day. It's like a motherfucker was like for 2 minutes. Left, they took out the eyesight for 2 minutes, bro, and then went back to look, and then it was gone. And like, so if I walk to go piss right now, you ain't gonna just think, oh, let me knock on the bathroom. He been in the bathroom for a long time. A motherfucker that took me through it. Man, you ain't gonna be thinking no shit like that. You gonna be broke, took a long time. Then to the morning come, you damn, folks still in the bathroom. Now you might open the door. So you bogus for letting me go piss in the bathroom by myself? No, nobody thinking like that, bro. No. Nobody think. If it would have been that, motherfucker would have been, while the party was deep, a motherfucker would have been looking through the hotel. Motherfucker think like, oh yeah, she probably just went, got up with a motherfucker real quick.
Yeah. Okay. So when y'all was in the car, who had her mother keys? Because I read that in the paper.
We got a different car.
Oh, y'all didn't go with the.
Y'all didn't ride with them. They rode different. Everybody rode. You know, hotel party. Everybody rode. You know, get your ride. Everybody rode separately.
What was y'all thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Leaving the hotel that night.
Homie, we're really concerned to the next day. Exactly. At that point in time, like she's still missing. That's what we got. Exactly. Like in that moment, you still like, damn, where she at? But it's still like, oh, this shit still ain't real. It's right. It's like, hey, this shit ain't real, bro. Like, Like, this shit just ain't real, bro. That shit just ain't no shit that just be real, homie. That ain't no motherfucker be thinking about like that. Like, that's some movie shit, bro. Niggas don't really be thinking like, oh, you might drop me off in front of my door, but don't watch me go in. Spin the block like, damn, I ain't even watch bro go in. Call my phone, whole time I ain't picking up. A motherfucker got me, but you ain't thinking in that 1 second that you put off that. A motherfucker might come around the corner. You creeping bro, you'll be thinking crazy all the time if you think like that.
Okay, okay. So the next morning, which is Saturday, well, you know, 8, 9.
Now I'm gonna keep it like this. Actually, scratch that, cause what you saying basically like when we was leaving, my thoughts when I was leaving up out of there, I was still like trying to think for the better, hoping like like trying to think on the light side.
Exactly.
But I peeped a lot of like stuff while I was in there, like some don't sit well with me, but this my I don't want to think like that. Nobody's gonna think like. Don't nobody want to think like that. You don't just go there. You got to get to 55 before you get to 100. You don't just go to 100.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You don't go 0 to 100 for real though. Nobody, you hear me? So it's like we still was thinking like at the same time, this side of your stomach feeling like man, but this side of your stomach like hope. You know, you hoping for the better. That's you know, you ain't thinking like man. You hear me?
When did you get the call that she was found?
Like the next day. Saturday. Next day on Saturday around like the midday. Like, was it like night? Yeah, like.
Hold up, you got it Saturday night?
No, night. Let's go on like Sunday or some shit like that.
Okay, so okay.
When they finally like no matter of fact.
Sunday when they found it, that's when they found it.
No,
Saturday night when they still looking.
No, we went Friday. That was Saturday.
The kickback was Friday.
Exactly.
Saturday to midday, cause that's I remember it was midday, cause that's when they hit. That's when they called the phone. They was like, they found Kenneka. We like. Where? And then they was like, they found it. We like, wait, what? What? How the fuck she get it out? If we was all around this hotel, what was she? How did this happen? You get what I'm saying? Like, man, it was just like mind boggling. Like, fuck, like you just stuck like for a second. Like, wait, what? It's crazy, man. Like.
Well, when y'all was looking for, did anybody think like, let me go down to the basement, or y'all like, fuck it, we don't got access to that?
Man, we ain't know.
Exactly.
No basement. I thought the first floor was the first floor. Shit.
Yeah,
we ain't no basement, some shit.
Yeah, I ain't no basement.
It's our first time in that motherfucker.
We just walking around it, and the back part, like, okay, once you go back towards like the kitchen, like, okay, everybody know how a hotel is. You know how like how they have the chairs set up on the table. If it's the weekend, it's like it's over with. You know, like it's closed. It don't like the restaurants don't be open. It's the weekend, so it's like it was nighttime, and then it was closed. So walking back there, you get like a creepy little sense of vibe. Even the toughest guy, you gonna get like you're not finna just wander off into these people hotel. That's off him. It's first.
Right, like some scary movie.
You get what I'm saying? It's like who finna go all the way back there, which put me in the mindset like. How would she go back there? You know what I'm saying? The same route that you get to that kitchen is the same route as the exit. The exit you go to your cars.
Right.
It's the same route. It's the same way. You get what I'm saying?
So you like why would she take that exit? Did you ever think for once? Did anybody ever think like she in the fucking basement? She gonna be downstairs?
Yeah.
Do y'all think somebody forced her down there?
This might lure her. Like somebody
Yeah, too, bro.
I know her well, man. She's not okay. First of all, she's not just your average 90-pound girl. Not no little bitty girl you could just grab and you can't grab her, bro. She gonna fight you, bro. Kenneka ain't no she ain't going like that, bro. She gonna put up a fight. She gonna knee you. She gonna do something. She gonna act crazy. You ain't finna just grab her. Yeah, think you finna willy-nilly just take her. She not that type of girl, bro. She up on her P's and Q's, bro. She first of all, from just be knowing her from all doing due time, just knowing her, for you to just keep staring at her, she don't like that type of shit. She don't like the creepy activity, none of that. Like most girls, you know, pretty girls, they don't like all the attention on them. You know what I'm saying? So for you to even try to, it had to be some type of something because she ain't going. You touch her the wrong way, she taking off on you. She gonna fight, bro. So for somebody to just, you know what I'm saying, for you to think you just, oh yeah, she went that way.
If you had to narrow it down and say, oh, it had to be him and it had to be her, who would y'all point the fingers to? Because I heard it was two creepy motherfuckers that was real creepy in there.
Dude, don't tell me good times, man. It's just the whole.
So basically, this what Peach and them did, and this what Crime Plaza and them did. If you study this footage on September 9th, because nobody never done this in this Kenneka Jenkins case, Go to September the 9th and look at this footage at September the 9th and look at what it say. Boom. What this would look like. And what they did, this what they did with the footage. When I show y'all everybody at the back door, they actually mixed the footage with the truth with the reenactment. Just like when y'all seen them folks at the back door and all that, they preserved that footage and to show that round about the time frame. Look, watch this. The shit so crazy, you can skip it. You can skip it to threesome. And remind y'all not saying, man, I believe Kenneka died round about 3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? So if you go to round 1 some, this why Teresa would make this comment right here. Teresa Martin did nobody did nothing to her. Remember the video that Teresa released? Said nobody did nothing to her. Watch this. Oh, she just be capping. Alright. Now look what Franz K said. Don't this match up with Franz K said, hey, he was in the pool and this when, you know what I'm saying, boom. He had to, ooh, if you go back to Franz K letter, everything match up with the letter on this footage. Look, everything match up with this on the footage, but if you go to this, oh man, you can't tell me you don't see it now. You can't tell me you don't see it now. Just imagine Trey Gang got the letter back in the day and this shit blew the Kenneka Jenkins, the YouTuber got quiet. Man, Trey Gang shut that hole down damn near for a whole fucking 2-3 years. And didn't even know, and check this out, just say Trey Gang on fire right now, and Trey Gang still breaking it down, trying to break it with this footage. And look how it was all a reenactment. So what they did, they broke a reenactment down. They really actually did a reenactment of a fucking murder and matched the timestamp up. Because if you go back to 1 some, look. Let's go to 3 some on this footage. Watch this. This the cold part about it. This why they had to show Kenneka coming in the lobby at 3 some. Look. If you look at this, what would be going on at 2 some? Guess how they broke it down? Like, look, this what would be going on at 2 some, y'all. Look, watch this. See that? Boom, at 2 some. They actually showed you a real reenactment of a murder. What would actually happen to her? Boom. So at 2 some, they're gonna have to explain what would happen to her at 2 some. Give them this video and show them like, oh yeah, this show do look like they up to no good. But then again, if you play this video exactly at this time of this video, you would be like, oh my God, I see through the whole fucking thing. That's why they got people there with food. Delivery. That's why King Robert, like, yeah, they even fed the killer. That's why even the lawyer said, yeah, you know what I'm saying, they were preparing for food for them and all this old stuff. So now look, you got 2 different footage, and guess what you will see? Look what would be going on at 3 in the morning. Watch this. Look, this would be at 3 in the morning. Guess what the news, they so clever with it. Guess what they'll show you? Look, you see the police officer, right? Look, boom. Get good. Let's go to Kilo Brown. Let's go to Kilo Brown. Kilo Brown, goddamn man, Brown. No shit. Kilo Brown, right? Guess what Kilo Brown finna mention exactly at that time frame. Exactly at that time frame, right? Kilo Brown, exactly at that time frame. Watch this. Right here, this the video. What she say exactly the time frame?
Called the police. So by the time everything done went down.
Oh, right here.
To link back with her friend, she didn't know where that friend was or that nigga went. And by that time, she done left this nigga homie in the lot, and they gone. Now the police done pulled up because there's so many people. By this time, there's so many because everybody's like, oh, well, what happened to the people that she was giving the the room number to? Because by that time, while they all getting their rocks off, these people are showing up, so it's getting deep. So motherfuckers done called the police. So by the time everything done.
See that? And it's round 3 some. This would be on September the 9th. So look, this would be on actually September the 9th. But watch how they paid her to put that narrative out here round about that same fucking time. Got 'em. Got 'em. Got 'em. Now you see where I'm going with this? Boom. And keep this in mind, she made this live video September the 10th. At 10 o'clock at night. That's September the 10th o'clock at night. If I show y'all this was at September the 10th, look how the head they were. Like, look, that means she already know what's on the footage, working with the police, because look what they were doing on September the 9th. Pow! Got 'em. Got 'em.
Going down, now it's a commotion. So where everybody got to coming out the hotel and all this and this and this and that, the best friends pump faking like she was behind me and I knew I had her with me and da-da-da-da-da. Motherfuckers like, well shit, we ain't seen her since you took her out the room. Everybody's not paying to the simple, the matters and the facts of the situation. I don't get no fuck. They better get that little bitch and they better get that little bitch and lock that little, the best friend. Them ain't the niggas that touched her. Y'all looking, everybody's blaming these niggas that they see in the reflection of that girl's glasses, but they not understanding that the girl that's sitting.
This is the crazy part about it. Cause everybody know her last name is Brown. And I told everybody, I'm like, y'all, Kenneka would get justice if everybody would just, everybody come together right now and be like, let's look into it. Why Kilo Brown so goddamn famous when it comes to her case? Jedediah Brown. If you go to Jedediah Brown, Jedediah Brown look just like his people.
On the bed, back his face towards the door. So
you see what I'm saying? Look just like his people. You got Jedediah Brown, Kilo Brown, and you got Patrick Brown. Don't Kilo Brown look just like her uncle? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. So don't this make sense why she would have a whole narrative on September the 10th? Not even 24 hours after she got Kenneka was found in the freezer. And she got all this to say.
everything that's behind her is the hotel door in the bathroom. Everything that was in front of her was the windowsill in the other motherfucking bed sitting across from her. Them niggas was all sitting on the bed. It's more than them niggas that was in there. It was more. And then y'all too busy focusing on none of them niggas. I done found 2 other niggas other than the niggas that y'all see in the reflection that was in there, that was at the motherfucking party. Because now they talking about the bitch, talking about the little bitch should have been taking dick and quit hollering about being raped. So y'all focusing on all the wrong little niggas. Them little niggas was in that hotel room lame as hell sitting back. Because if you see her in the room, I'm sorry y'all, got cotton mouth some more shit. If y'all see the little niggas in the reflecting on the guys and they sitting there. The other nigga in the blue coat, he leaning. That's the one who y'all think was the girl sucking dick. In reality, that's the little nigga that's sitting there linked like this with the blue coat on with something on his lips. And then he's sitting next to him is a big little nigga, the medium built nigga with the coat on, the red coat on. And then next to him wasn't nobody next to him at first, if y'all noticed. It was a friend, it was a boy that walked up, but y'all think they're girl jeans because our niggas is so confused these days. These niggas is running around with jeans just as tight as ours. That was a nigga with his thick ass thighs and them motherfucking tore up jeans. Everybody, and y'all got them jackets.
So tell me what this look like at 3:21 in the morning. What do this look like at 3:21 in the morning, y'all? On September the 9th. Right here. Shit. That's 3:19. Remember Andrew Holmes said, you know, at 3:20, Kenneka be walking in the lobby. Nah, not on this time frame. I bet that time gonna skip over 3:20. Ooh, look. It skipped. Ooh, watch this. Boom. It skipped. Boom. Guess who will be on the lobby at 3:20? You got Bigfoot. This the same lady that, and look, this the same lady what Jedediah with. Yeah, this finna make a whole lot of sense. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold up. This finna make a lot of sense, right? Don't this make a lot of sense why Jedediah would be Bigfoot at the protest? Shit, this shit make a whole lot of sense. I need to pull that John up. Right here. Well, this one of it, you know what I'm talking about?
Facebook family, I need y'all to hear me. Now, I'm out here. I'm still out here. I was getting ready to go home. I need y'all to share this video, and I need it to go every single place that you can get it, every crevice of society.
And that's where Straight Drop come in at. They all family to protect them. Mm-hmm. I told y'all, look, watch this. So when I look back at the gangs in Chicago, this why it's a lot of family members set up. If you understand the gang members in no project, y'all know they was shooting at their own goddamn neighbors, bro. You know, so just imagine you standing right across the street from your op, then you got females dipping over across the gun line, getting impregnated. You know what I'm saying? And this thing, you know, they have a baby by your cousin, you know what I'm saying? They cousin have a baby by you, so they gonna be in the family, so it will make sense. Be like, yeah, set that baby up, you know what I'm talking about? And this thing, you know, there you go. That's why they target the kids, bro. See what I'm saying? That's why they target the goddamn kids. And I was like, damn, cause I could never figure out, like, damn, why it was so much family involvement around that girl murder, and you know what I'm saying, and nobody don't know why. You know what I'm saying? If you go look at the gang history, you'll be like, oh, I see why now. And then look at this video, what it showed. This just exposed Miss Teresa. This what would be driving Miss Teresa so crazy. Cause just say if you know this was on September the 9th. Right, guess when Miss Teresa said she got the call at 4:34, right? Let's show you what 4:34 look like. Look. See that? Look what 4:34 look like. You got J Money out. Look, J Money, the police. You got all the staff there. And this at 4-something in the morning. Right? Look, this at 4-something in the morning. With family, cooperating. So if this at 4-something in the morning, guess what you finna get in about 2 to 3 hours. I say 3. Kenneka Jenkins 911 call. Then you get this call.
Just go disappear. And she
Yeah.
know I just had surgery. You know, she know.
See
know my
that?
predicament.
No, yeah. Well then, so that in that case, what I would recommend, just
Let's skip
go
it to
home,
this.
relax a little bit, give it some time. She of all we know, she very well could still be in the room. She could just be passed out. Again, you know how it is.
Now look, look. Check this out. This is 7:05, right? And this would be actually the tent. Look what it be actually showing you the tent. Franz K, the security guard. Guess who they all rapping with? God damn it. Look at them. Boom. With the black security guard. With the black security guard. Look. And guess what? That's when Miss Teresa finna be making the 911 call. This call right here.
You drink it the night before, you get whatever else have you. So just give it a couple hours. Maybe see if she'll get a hold of you again. I mean, does she know your number?
Yes, she know my number very well. She's very smart.
Okay, well then, like I said, just give her a couple hours. You know what I mean? Give her some time. Again, maybe she went to one of her other friends' places, or maybe she is still in the room. Just knocked out.
Calabrese, you said a mouthful when you said that. Cause look, when King Rob said the family was there, and you could actually go to her and match the time up and be like, damn, you see the family, the police, everything what King Rob was saying. If you was at the hotel and if you was there at the hotel and you know the footage they released, that's why you would say this shit. Like, yeah, the family there, the police were there, the security were there, all of them was there. Look. Risco and them. So this will be going on with Miss Teresa and the 911 call. Look how the security deep over here. Watch how Miss Teresa finna boom be outside with the police. Look how they got all this shit on lock. And then look, when they get this shit on lock, look, boom. That's why them YouTubers mad at me, because of him who you see on the footage. So this September the 9th, then you get this on September the 10th. Hi y'all, you get this on September the 10th. Yeah, give it a couple of hours, Miss Teresa, and we gonna give it. Yeah, cause I just wanna know what's on the footage and stuff and all this, and that's why Miss Teresa was like, yeah, cause she gonna be drunk and stuff. 1 cup too much for her, cause they know they were gonna show a drunk girl walking and staggering on the lower level. Man, you see the whole play, Lenny Love. I'm glad that you see it just like I do. You see what I'm saying? I'm just glad that people starting to wake up, they could see it like that, instead of when they come to those Instagram, TikTokers, you look at their narrative. That's gonna expose them even worse, cause you finna be like, damn, you ain't even look into this. I mean, you ain't trying to pull up no paperwork. You sticking to a script. Not just the paperwork and trying to, you stick it to the script. I see now. Look, watch this. Boom, look at this. And then watch this video. I'm gonna mute my microphone. And check this out. I'm gonna mute my microphone and I'm gonna just play Miss Teresa whole radio interview. How about that, goddammit? Here we go, right here. Let's how about that? And let's go to this.
Chicago is Kyle, Kendra G, Leon Rogers. And we have a guest here this morning, man. This is kind of a very important interview today. We want to introduce and we want to bring on the show today Kenneka Jenkins' mother, Miss Teresa Martin. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
We know you're going through a difficult time, a tough time, and there's a lot of emotions and feelings and just a lot that you're dealing with at the moment. So up front, we just want to say thank you for taking the time to come and join us and speak with us today.
Thank you all for having me.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
So for those who, I'm assuming everyone in Chicago knows the story of Kenneka Jenkins by now, but Kyle, just a little backstory. The 19-year-old girl who was found frozen in a freezer in the Rosemont Crown Plaza Hotel.
That's right.
So let's start there. Let's start the night that you got the phone call about your daughter.
Okay. I received a phone call, 4:34 in the morning, from her friend stating to me that my daughter's missing. They can't find her. So I asked them, could they take their time, just have a little patience at first to see if they can find her. In the background, I hear one of the other friends stating, she tired of waiting, she tired of this, getting a little rowdy. So I asked them to calm down and just bring my car to me.
Because your daughter because they were at the hotel for a party, and your daughter was the driver of the night.
Yes, my daughter was the driver of the night.
They had her keys at this moment.
They had her keys. And they never mentioned that they had a phone until after I got off the phone with one friend. I called her phone just to hear other friend state to me that I have a phone too. So I asked them, I said, y'all, wait, hold on. You have my car keys and her cell phone? I knew something wasn't right.
Right. So, after that story, you obviously went to the hotel and began the search for your daughter. And the hotel at first wasn't as cooperative, correct?
No, they wasn't.
Okay.
From when me speaking with their friends, when the hotel, the friends stated to me that they was looking for, because I asked them, to continuously look for her at first.
Right.
And she said that they was making them leave. The hotel was,
They were trying to kick him out that
Yes, they
night?
were going to kick him out that night.
And
because
this is like about 4 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, before.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
They was going to kick them out if they leave and call the police on them to arrest them.
Now, why were they threatening to do that? Just because they were being too rowdy, making too much noise?
No, because they stated to me that they told them that my daughter was missing. They can't find her.
And they felt like that was reason to kick everybody out?
Yes, obviously.
When was, the friends that called you, when was their last time that they saw your daughter, Kenneka, alive? What's their last reaction and interaction with Kenneka?
Well, they stated to me it was because I asked them how long she been missing, and they said it was 2 hours before they called me. I asked them why didn't they call me before. They said because one of the friends didn't want me to know that my daughter was missing. The one that left my house with Kenneka.
Right. Now, but did they say how she broke from the group? Like, how did she break away from the group?
Right.
Okay, it was like 2 different stories. First, that day that she came, she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call.
Okay.
Because that's what they told me. Then later on that day in the afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door. So
they changed where they saw her last.
Yes.
But isn't there a point, if I recall correctly, when they released the videotapes, there was a point where she got out the elevator, but somebody was in the elevator? Am I recalling that wrong?
Those were, I think, the allegations of people saying that they were in the elevator. Because there's been so many conspiracy theories when it comes to what happened with your daughter, Kenneka.
So we didn't see anybody in the elevator with her?
No, not in the videos, not that I saw. Did you guys see anything different? No, we didn't see anything with that. No.
Okay.
But again, so many conspiracy theories were being thrown out there. So now, so you're at the hotel, you find her. So when do they actually, from when you get to the hotel, when does the hotel finally find your daughter in the freezer?
Well, once I arrived, they finally found her after the 3rd time of us coming in, me and my family coming up to the hotel begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department.
So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours?
Yes, it was like 36 hours.
I have a question about why, if somebody says that their daughter is missing in their hotel, why wouldn't they be willing to help? Did they give you a reason as to, we're not concerned, she'll just show up, she's probably okay, and they just blew it off? Did they have a reason for why they're not willing to help at that point?
Well, they stated to me that, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time. That's a police matter.
Oh, it was a police matter.
And the police probably say a person has to be missing for 48 hours in order for you to file an official report.
24.
24 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It's more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize, okay, she really was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, how did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay, when my daughter went up there.
Your other daughter?
Yes, my other daughter, Lenore.
Okay.
When she went up to the hotel, when I came, after me returning back home, she headed out the door as I was coming in, her and two of her friends. And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, the person at the front desk if they can look on the cameras and see once again, if they see, if Kenneka was there.
Right.
And they stated to her also as well that it was a police matter. So she calls 911 as well. And the police suggested that and told her that he couldn't leave and come up to the hotel to meet her. She would have to come down to the police station. Once she came, got to the police station and made the report, the missing person report, the only reason that Crown Plaza Police Department came back up to the hotel, not because of my daughter was missing, not because of the missing person report, was because Lenore forgot to put her signature on the missing person report paper.
Right.
So
this is the Rosemont Police.
Yes,
correct?
the Rosemont Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
So once he got there, and he had called and asked her where was she. She stated that she's back up at the hotel. She's telling the person at the front desk at the hotel that now she has a missing person report number. She stated, could they look at the cameras, and they still deny her, to see if her sister was missing. She asked the Rosemont police officer, if he can give her a copy of the police report. He stated to her it'll take all day, he can't give her a copy. So she asked him, could she have the number to the missing person report. So upon his arrival, Lenore asked him, could you please look at the cameras, the security cameras, to see if they see Kenneka. Right. And he finally agreed he would. He went into the security office, from my understanding.
And this is the officer that we're talking about
right
now?
Yes, the officer that made out the missing person report.
Okay.
Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes, came back out, and stated that on the missing person report, that he searched front and back, and he did not see Kenneka entering or exiting the building.
So that means she wasn't there, according to them?
According to them, she wasn't there.
Okay. So who found Kenneka in the freezer? And did they find her just by accident, or did they find her because they were looking at the videos?
Okay, well, when we was there, the Rosemont Police Department stated that they're the ones that found Kenneka. But with me looking at the news and reading in the newspapers, an employee found her. So that's a good question. I really wouldn't.
So you don't know who?
You're not for sure.
I'm not for sure.
Right.
But you actually, they brought you to.
The crazy part about it, because this how you finna expose the whole video surveillance footage with this call right here. Kenneka Jigga 911 audio. Watch this, y'all. Hold up. The hell? Watch what would be happening before what you just witnessed on the footage. And this finna blow your mind. If you go back to the police frequency, all this gonna match up with this. With this frequency. And this frequency finna tell you what was going on September the 9th at 11. Look. if you go back to this footage, oh, not this one. My bad, y'all, not this one. But let's go to this one. If this the night, right? Check this out. If this September the night, right here, all this finna make sense.
Basement, and it's off the sub basement. I don't know if you want to bring out the firehouse and have them do a secondary search behind us, various research. And that unit, screws 7 level. Alright, 10-4. I'll get them out here responding cold, and then just pop up in the lobby and we'll make a plan.
Good damn. And you can rewind this video back to this. No wonder why everything match up.
600, you still want me to stay outside with the family?
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, for now, Rick. Thank you.
Hi, y'all. Shout out to Local Libra the Goddess, Jack. Shout out to Local Libra the Goddess with the hammers in the chat.
201 to 600. Good, Rick. Just to confirm, the original room you guys checked was 926, 926, correct? That is a yes. 10-9? Yes, 926 is the room that we checked. Alright, 10-4.
$600.
Good.
Noise complaint, Carroll Court. Need 2.
Alright, take 201 and 31.
10-4, 201, 31.
Good.
It's going to be in the front of 10466 Carroll Court, 10466 Carroll Court. Complainant refused to leave any information besides loud music going on outside.
201, 10-4.
There go her family right here on the camera. Look, on the camera with cups. Watch this.
301, 10-4.
What King Rob right here?
I have the truth. And that's why they're all mad at me. And that's why they say King Rob is the biggest Kenneka distraction. Because I got the truth.
I challenge y'all to provide me a tweet. Live video from her that's not altered or fake. Or somebody's.
No, Lawrence, I'm just body slamming these motherfuckers because Drippy, aka Bitch at aka to Lesbian and Bitch at, he's been talking shit, and you know their little anniversary coming up, so he thought they was gonna put my name in a lot of bullshit, and so their anniversary can go on because it's coming up, the anniversary of Inisha, and they thought they was gonna start that Kenneka shit and use me to kick it off, and I'm just shutting it down again where I shut it down at last time. Oh, that's it. I'm just shutting it down. I'm in the dough. So to let everybody know, don't be running around. It's Kenneka anniversary. It's Kenneka anniversary. It's Kenneka anniversary. No, it ain't. It's Anisha anniversary. And tomorrow will come, and boy, I can't wait. It's all right.
Okay, let me ask you, why would they have him pretending to be bleeding? Part of the movie. Part of the movie, right? I know it.
Okay, but Melanie, still, it's just like this here, but somebody died that night, though, right?
And you don't know that she leaves because I never seen him.
unless he just made it up. But I believe it was 4 ladies that I was supposed to do makeup on.
Geneva Knox and Antonio Evans. Because I think one of the... Hey, listen. Y'all, that's why when I was like, yeah, somebody died that night for sure, right? She was like, yep. Ooh, I bet. Look, she knew it, y'all, because she didn't want... That was the part that Melanin kept trying not to tell. That she did the makeup on the dead girls.
And guess who Melanin is? They would do the dead makeup on the girls. Watch this. Hold on, watch this. Melody King. Where she at? God damn it. Hold on, I gotta go. It's not Melody. I gotta go to King Rob. I can't make this up.
156. We copy. We're with. We're in route.
I'm finna find it, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Where that John at? Hold on. Let me go to the Briefer Hunters, goddammit. I think I might need to go to the Briefer Hunters. I'm finna show y'all who Melanie King is. Where is I got to find Melody King. It's on that John. It's gotta be on that John. Hold on, let me see. It ain't in the video because he just got one video on that John. It's gonna be cause he told her to join the platform. Right here you go. Look right here.
Right, and I'm glad you gave me that perspective.
Y'all see these?
I like to get
Melody
King.
King.
This is my first time talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? My first time talking to you.
Guess who name finna come
I
up?
saw your video or whatever. I wanted to pull you up, man. You're a very knowledgeable guy.
Pause it, Marco.
That's crazy. Melody King. That's crazy. And then look, watch this. It come with like, yeah, who told you do the makeup on the dead girl and all this? This her. And then, and to confirm it, you can go back. Hold on, let's go to a video. Guess who she finna link up with in the video? In the oldest video. Kendra G. The one that's interviewing Kenneka Jenkins. So now you see the comparison. This is what King Rob was talking about her. Look, boom.
And I kept telling y'all that. It's only one thing she keep holding back, that she did the makeup on the dead girls. And that's why she got the 55,000. And I told her in the door, I say, shit, you know what I'm saying? You came out with it already, so it don't make a difference. And that's why they started trying to scare her. As you did, I think because I remember Zari's was saying something to Chosen on that day. She was like, she was glad she didn't come. Well, she said something about She was glad something happened because she think they was gonna try to kill her that night. Hey, and Zaria said it. Zaria said that on the channel. Zaria was talking to Chosen, and Chosen somehow knew that she was into devil worship and all that shit. And Chosen got to talking to her, and I swear to God, y'all, that girl was finna break. He was finna break her ass on that. She was at, man, like a second from breaking. I was like, why the fuck did he stop? He had her ass, y'all. He had her. She was already to the point where she told him like they was gonna try to kill her that night. She was like, y'all, please believe me, that wasn't me up in there. I wasn't in there woo up the band. But she was like, she basically said they tried to get her. She said they was gonna kill her that night.
So check this out.
She said they was gonna kill her that night. She said, I'm glad I didn't go. She said that was supposed to be me.
So look, he talking about Antonio and Vet Evans, cause Antonio and Vet Evans the ones that get supposed to be set up, and she actually got away out, and that's how the other people end up dying. That's just like if a mob tells you, I need you to go do a hit, and you do the hit, and the hit don't go successfully, they're gonna get rid of you, cause the hit didn't even go as planned, right? Look at this. If Trey ain't wrong for this, if I show y'all, I said, look, he talking about Melanie King. This who he talking about. Then once you go to her page, and go to this oldest video. Man, y'all, look. She linked up with Kendra G. The same lady hold on, y'all. Teresa Martin interview. Look.
Brought you to see Kenneka.
And King Rob putting them on blast and talking about these people. And saying this about these two bastards. All because, hey, you know, ain't nobody in the world gonna know nothing about what we truly involved in. Girl, we just want to get our money. The devil is good to us. He gave us the clout, give us the views, give us the lifestyle, give us the history, the knowledge, and everything. Look, watch this. This why you would have Kendra G talking like this.
While she was in the freezer.
After being denied.
They got their own platform.
Because I asked them. And I went online on Facebook because I needed help. I was looking for help. And I started timing myself basically to let them know just in case if something like this come up, they couldn't say.
Kenneka Jenkins Leon, BET. If you go to BET Leon After Dark, hold on. Where that BET video at? Now y'all seen him on the radio station, right? And doing the same interview. Hold on. BET. They better pull it up. They better not let me make it hard for me to pull this shit up. Hold on, let me show, hold up. Let me do it like this here. Not this one. Man, I need to pull that BET of Leon After Dark. After dark, Leon. See, this what gonna get me real mad, cause this is the type of tea that I supposed to be pulling up. Leon After Dark, goddamn. I'm gonna put B.E.T. Kenneka Jenkins. That's what I put in. Kenneka Jenkins B.E.T. I ain't gonna put the After Dark in. I'm gonna just put B.E.T. Oh, they making me search for this hard. Hold on. Let me see, can I find it like this here? Man, I need to find, cause they got it all on BET. I'ma find that John. It's on BET Leon After Dark. And I don't know why it's not showing up. But either way it go, now y'all see how what I'm seeing when it come to the Kenneka Jenkins case. Hold on, y'all. I can even go to Zach right here. This is the crazy part about it. That's why she won't it would make sense that this would make sense. This would Sell Your Soul will look like. You could be raised from the hood, or your parents could come from a blue collar class, or you know what I'm saying, and just say your parents Freemasons and they got their little daughters and all of this and put them in the game and you know and make them famous. This how they'll look at it like, look, when it all boils down, when we do this, we're gonna give you your platform and we're gonna give you the script, cause the script that we're gonna give you, boom, everybody gonna fall in love with you and your script. And then y'all beautiful girls. So boom, you finna get a lot of men's attraction, and then you finna get a lot of women attraction also because of your mindset. So boom, this just to show you this is like boom, they will set somebody up and cover your murder case. Boom, look, boom. It don't even look like it. But if you look at real life, look, check this out. If you look at real life and look at actually murder cases, how females how female will be getting drugged, how female will be meeting up with dudes. Just say like in the Alexis Ward case, and I really want to expose the Alexis Ward case, all because this what this would look like. Look at the Alexis Ward case. Boom. Just say Leslie Ware was into prostitution. That's how she was getting her money. That's how she get her bread and butter, like every other prostitution and female that's swinging booty. You know what I'm talking about? But just say she met up with the wrong people and just say they could send one of these people be like, yeah, girl, I heard about you, girl, you look good and all this. Come on, girl, meet the people that I'm connected to and all this. Like, yeah, girl, I'm down and all this shit. Yeah, girl, these niggas got real money. These men got real money over here. They gon' and this thing, you know, they finna lure you in. Boom, once you get in, boom, be like, yeah, the first time you might, you know what I'm saying, survive. Cause they be like, I told you, you know what I'm saying, girl, this shit real. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, girl, I'll be back. Look, they gonna throw another party this weekend. You coming? Yeah. Look, I'm gonna keep you informed, you know, cause everybody can't get in this party cause we don't want nobody to know. Yeah, I'm cool with that. And next thing you know, you get this. Alexis World. Watch this. Alexis World, Steve Wilco. Once you go back to check this out. once you go back to the lessons word of Steve Wilco and you look at this girl and look at her mama, please trust Trey Gang when Trey Gang say this. She ain't been knowing this girl for not even that long. This just one of those girls that's in the game and this Illuminati shit and introduce a lessons word to it. Now guess what this finna get interesting from. Now look, people gonna try to say I'm a hater. People gonna say I might be cloud chasing on them. I'm not cloud chasing on them because the people that say that, they don't follow me and they fans of their favorite YouTuber, and I'm trying to expose their favorite YouTuber. Like, look, don't fall for these folks. All right. For a prime example, when it comes to the Alexis Word case, bruh, Alexis Word met up with some people. These people new to her. These ain't no real friends. And they set that girl up. And when they set that girl up, it went viral. And when it went viral, here you got Steve Wilco, Chicago. Man, y'all, that when Trey Gang was showing y'all, like, yeah, man, Trey Gang, you sure ain't lying. You said, man, Chicago is so goddamn satanic. And when they show that old propaganda and shit, like Jerry Springer, yeah, you got dudes on the stage, and he got his girlfriend coming out, and this girlfriend was like, I got a secret to tell, and he like, yeah, what's the secret? I'm a man, and you didn't know, and Jerry Springer was like, how long y'all been dating? Man, I've been dating for her for 6 months. About a year, Jerry. A year? You mean tell me you ain't laid down with a motherfucker? You don't eat groceries? You know what I'm saying? You don't eat poon pie. You don't eat none of that. You mean to tell me you know what I'm saying? Man, you didn't cock those legs open. You know what I'm saying? They just wanna see. How? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then when I watch Jerry Springer, I'm like, man, how you don't know that's the man? Then you just leave it now. You can't trick no human being like that, because I'm looking at it like, damn, well, these niggas must want to be gay and acting like they don't know they gay. But when I found out, like, damn, that's how they hypnotize us and have everybody confused on their spirituality. Just look at the people that's confused. That little girl or that little boy. You got that little boy confused about his sexuality, and he see some shit like that and be like, yeah, I can get away with this, and I'm gonna put a wig on, you know, time out, and you know, all of that, right? So now look, they got a platform. This is what I say. This how the Illuminati work. They got a platform, bro. They platform is so big and so huge that they can go on the Steve Wilco show and explain what happened to Alexis Word, and watch how they have the fake audience clapping. You know what I'm saying? Look, you finna get the fake audience clapping. You know, when you go to Ricky Lake, you know what I'm saying? When you hear these people be like, yeah, what you think I should do with Jane? I think you should dump him, girl. Woohoo! Everybody clapping this shit, you know what I'm saying? And you was swerving down like, man, who are these people? These people crazy or something? Man, look, when I get through with this live, man, look, I tell you what, watch this. I just want to show y'all this how propaganda work, right? If you look at it like the Steve Wilco, remember he got a lie detector test. Man, you could bring the person on their platform. Know they got something to do when they say the lie detector says you were telling the truth. Everybody clap. Oh yes! Woohoo! Girl, I thought you were guilty. I told y'all I was innocent. Lying like a motherfucker and went on with a lie detector test. If that's the case, they'll be showing this shit in court. You'll be having lie detector tests all in court if this shit was accurate. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to show you the mindset when you watch these shows. Look how it's a lot of look how many people love Steve Wilco, Jerry Springer. Cause I'm one of them. I used to love Jerry Springer. I used to raise home watching Jerry Springer. And look how they got it set up. Watch how they got it set up. Boom, watch this. Now they dealing with murders. Damn, what they ain't okay, I got it out. I got it out the mirror. Hold on, let me. Here you go, y'all. Look, check this out.
How did you meet Alexis?
So there is a Chinese restaurant where I'm from, in South Carolina, and everybody adores it. It's top of the line. You got to try it. And I was walking out one day, and I seen her sitting in her car. She was parked right beside mine, and I was fangirling so bad because she's so pretty. Like, she's stunning, seriously. And everybody where I'm from, they know her, they love her. Like, she's just a great person.
She even sound like somebody sent her to her like, yeah, girl, you are so pretty. Look how her handler would send her on that girl.
You know, I'm walking to my car and I'm like, you are so beautiful. And she was like, you too. And we just hit it off. We exchanged numbers. Maybe like 2 weeks after we exchanged numbers, you know, we had been texting over the time. She invited me over. We sat down. We were both into like kind of the same things. Like I do have, well, at the time I had OnlyFans. And you haven't posted the pictures of her yet, but she is a very sexy, very beautiful woman. And so she was into the same line of work. She's a tad bit older than me. And so she was more of a mentor trying to like coach me on what to do, what not to do, the right way to go about things, what's too much and what's not enough. And that's how we met. Everything was great.
It sound like what your pimp would tell you, cause it sound like these hoes in the pimping. To me, where I come from, this a hoe right here. Check this out. Check this out right here.
Not enough.
That would be a hoe right there. Working with a pimp. And you know what I'm saying? If you know anything about pimping and horn, it ain't all about street walking. Oh, you got a hoe on the street walking with thongs on, cars beeping horns and all this. No, look. Shit, they in the music videos. Oh, yeah, they into consecutive suites. Like, if I was a pimp, right? If I was a pimp and I had a hoe, I'm going to make sure I'm going to keep up with all the events that will be going on. Just like concerts. I don't give a fuck. It could be a country goddamn tour going on in my city. I need some hoes. The only thing I got to do, I'm just send them in the hotel suite and just sit at the bar. These 2 drinks on me. And guess what? Those 2 drinks, she finna goddamn be scavenging. And this thing, you know, who she gonna be? Me? Somebody probably named God Brooks. I'm like, yeah, my name is God Brooks. And we're like, who you supposed to be? I'm a country singer. Oh, you look like a regular guy to me. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, you want something? This cookie? Wait a minute. How much those cookies over there on that top shelf over there, what y'all paying for? Oh, yeah, this cookie costs $100 a dozen. Well, you got real cookies over here. And I charge $1,000 for a dozen. You want to dip in these cookies, see how sweet it is? Shit, and that thing, you know, you're going to be like, shit. I'm trying to see what's going on with that, you know what I'm saying? And this thing, you know, is over with. And get him to the room, and this thing, you know, put something in his drink. This thing, you know, he died from a heart attack. And this thing, you know, the news will be on there. Oh, he died from a heart attack. And bring up old shit like, yeah, you know, he be doing drugs and stuff. You know, he was known for doing this. And he just had too much this time. And the whole time, somebody put that hot shot in that joint. And then look, and that's where you get all of this shit from.
And that's how we met. Everything was great. I would go to her house because I also, you know, do home health care. So I would go to her house after I left my patients' houses because it was on my way home. I would chill. You know, we would smoke, you know, just girl stuff, watch Steve Wilkos.
There you go.
And so
we
became very...
Don't watch Steve Wilkos. You supposed to be on the track and get some money. We don't watch Steve Wilkos, because when Steve Wilkos come out, they want the track booming. That's how you get the really lumps on top of your head. Like, bitch, where you was? Bitch, I rolled down this track. Oh, this band about 3:40, going on 4 o'clock. Where you was? The bitch in the hotel room watching Steve Wilco. Makes sense to me. Yeah, let me get some baby powder, put it on my hands, and put some Willie lumps on top of her goddamn forehead. You know what I mean? Like this girl.
Very close. She was like a big sister to me.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward,
One
Saturday she calls me and she was like, hey, I want to give you all of my belongings. And that included her car, the keys to her apartment, and she said you can have everything in it. The stuff that you don't want, you can just sell it. And I'm an emotional creature, so I'm crying and I'm like, why are you doing this? And she's like, I want a fresh start. She's like, I love you, and if I can do anything to make your life better, that's what I'm supposed to do as your mentor.
Don't no black girl just be like, just met a girl, be like, look, I'm gonna just give you all mine belongs to you, and I'm gonna leave everything to you. Don't believe that. Even the people from the hood ain't even finna believe this shit. With kids, no, that sound like a robbery. Look, when you set her up, you know what I'm saying, you get a car and all this shit, and just tell the world that she gave it to you.
And I thanked her, and
they'll believe you on the Steve Wilco, bitch. They'll believe you on the Steve Wilco, bitch. No problem. Once Steve Wilco confirm this shit, bitch, you good. All right, then the whole world gonna be like, damn, this shit got a big conspiracy. We won't never know the truth. Shit, you will know. Go to the strip club. Go to the strip club. You will meet one of them in that strip club. They gonna come. They the Jezebel. They gonna come to you, be like, hey, now, a male or a female. They gonna come to you, hey, now, and this thing you know is over with.
She didn't say, and I
look
didn't
at Steve Wilco, and like he don't know what's going on. Keep this in mind. He a Chicago cop, and remind y'all, Steve Wilco got a documentary like, yeah, I started off on the Jerry Springer show. Before I got on Jerry Springer show, he was working for Chicago police officer. Guess who his sergeant was, his captain was at the time? No, he corrupt. I see why you bald head with no mustache and beard and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then you want to look with the little the concern face, like, look, this how they hit you with it.
Where you going?
She
look, that's just like me. That's just like me. My boo thing caught me cheating and she be like, hey, I seen quick number in your phone. What the hell y'all talking about? And I'm looking all like this, like, what are you talking about? I don't know no fucking quick. Oh, that number right there you said? Oh, no, that's not quick. That's Quentin. That's Quentin crazy ass. That's my nigga, you know, that I met him in jail and shit, you know, that's my killer friend. Yeah, right. Why your killer friend texting you was we meeting up McDonald's? Cause I told him I want a 3.5 gram kush. You see, you all in my damn business, bitch, you know what I'm talking about? And this thing, you know what I'm saying, to read the ticket. Well, what's all this shit talking about? Are you coming over here and getting knee deep in it, John? And I'm like, man, what you mean? We talking about the goddamn the basketball. You know, we talking about basketball. See, you all in my bed. I'm like, call the number back then. His sister gonna pick up at the phone. I'm like, I'm quick. Yeah, cause I already got that plan. Like, in case she call that phone back, get your sister, you know what I'm talking about. Sister get on that mode. Hey, who is this? Oh, hell no, bitch. You got the wrong goddamn thing. Ain't none of that going on, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, with. Look, you see how you got the concern? Like, he don't be at that trap house, be like, yeah, quick over here. Yeah, she upstairs. Hey, tell her Steve Wilco down here. Hold on, give me her. I'll be right back. Hey, bitch, Steve Wilco downstairs. Yeah, tell him come on up and shit. You know, then he coming up and, yeah, what's up, boo? You know, I got the money and stuff. What you want to do? I'm just here to just eat a little Thunder Buddha, you know what I'm talking about? You know, I'm kind of freaky like that, you know what I'm saying? I like fudge pie. Like, damn, what's a fudge pie? That he finna break it down and be like, yeah, Have you ever heard of dookie pies? And like dookie pies, on the dookie pies we were making, you know what I'm saying, in the mud, playing with mud and shit. You know what I'm talking about? What dookie pies you talking about? Well, you know I'm into that, and you know I just need somebody to give me a shower. Like, what kind of shower? Like, it's gotta be gold. Like, gold shower. You want a gold shower? Man, I got to up the fee on this. They went quick and was like, damn, I started to charge you $1,000. Now I got to charge you $20K for this shit. Oh, no problem. Like, shit, whatever. Like, damn, he went there. This. Nah, I need $35K. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want, just add it on my tab, and you know, I'm telling you, I got some fella, and then he bring in a duffel bag with tickling feathers on there. You know what I'm telling me? Like, yeah, put the handcuff me, and I want you to tickle all my hot spot. He one of those dudes, like when he want to go see a prostitute, he want to get real freaky, like. Yes, what would be your service? That's like going to McDonald's, be like, yeah, I want the special Big Mac with double patties. And they like, special Big Mac, double patties? If you just a regular person, just got the job, you wouldn't know what's going on because it's a secret. But that grill nigga gonna hear like, oh yeah, he want double patties. Double patties coming up! And this thing, you know, he know to go to the bathroom and get on that intercom and get all the ingredients. Yeah, can you add me some more mayos? Give me extra more mayos, and I love pickles. And this thing, you know, he love pickles. Then you find out in the file, be like, damn, Steve Wilco, you down with this shit too? Cause I remember Jeffrey Feiger. Hold on, let me go to Jeffrey Feiger right quick. I remember Jeffrey Feiger was Jeffrey Feiger assisted suicide lawsuit. See, y'all didn't know this was a thing when it come to Mr. Teresa lawyer, right? Check this out. Dr. Jack. Look, did y'all know this about Mr. Teresa lawyer? About Dr. Jack? This the same lawyer representing Miss Teresa. And look who he was defending when it come to this stuff. This is the crazy part about it. And I didn't even know this. He was a lawyer representing Jerry Springer and his guests. Because I didn't even know this. Jerry Springer had guests on this show. These people would commit murder. I ain't know that. I knew about the Jenny Jones. You know what I'm saying? The Jenny Jones, when that dude came out, he done brought his friend out and was like, his friend was like, I got a secret. And his friend was like, what's the secret? He was like, man, I got a crush on you. And he like, what the fuck? And cute the man out of the show, like, man, you done brought me on Nash TV telling me you got a crush on me? Draco his ass down. And Draco didn't even really exist at that time. That man got shot with a revolver. But when the way he pulled the trigger sound like a Draco, cause that motherfucker said, Plat! I said, damn, for real shit. He had a switch on the revolver. Shot him 6 times, all of them hit center point. I didn't even know that. If you go to the Jeffrey, if you go to the Feiger file, this dude that he was representing, this is a doctor. You could come to his hospital and say, I want to die and commit suicide. And he will have his patient come in there, sign the form, and he'll take their life because they consent to it. This is like a depressed person coming there and be like, I don't want to live no more. And he be like, you don't want to live no more, huh? Can I have your organs? Yes. Since you don't want to live no more, give me your organs and all this, you know, sign on dotted line. And it's illegal. I ain't even know this shit is a real thing, bro. What you said, Trey? I missed 2 of your videos, and I'm going to be on repeat. Do that, do that, do that. Hey, do that. Matter of fact, check this out. Do this for Kenneka, though. Check this out. Do this for Kenneka. This is the reason why I'm releasing these videos. Most people gonna look at it like, well, this ain't much to see. It's nothing on her. All because they were like, well, they found Kenneka in the freezer, and the police gonna be investigating in the freezer. And watch how they will hit different when I say, hey, this September the 9th at 1:30. Case solved. Over with. Like, what? This at 1:30? Oh, they just finna expose me to Teresa then. Look, they just finna expose the security. 137. Boom. Look how everything finna be in the motion. You see what I'm saying? And then look, I'm gonna show you. Watch this. I remember watching Jerry Springer. Hold on, let me go to Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer, the 1990s. Cause that's how I remember Jerry Springer. Remember Jerry Springer in the 90s? You can read the titles. Let's read the titles in the 90s. Hold on. Who that is? That man look like hold on, Jerry Springer tell you nah, I want the real old school Jerry, the one that I had to, man, don't you remember getting out of school, taking off your backpack and all this shit, walking home from school, taking off your backpack, and then Jerry Springer, Ricky Lake, Montel Williams, all them motherfuckers come on. Y'all remember that? And keep this in mind, as we was young, it was propaganda to us. We kids, and guess what? They knew our parents gonna be at work at that time. So guess who the show was really for? Teens and grown folk business, right? Check this out. Hold on. Jerry Springer, 90s, John. Check this out. Look how crazy this shit
Playing
sound
on
now.
iPhone? Now you can play Unlocked on PC
right
with
there.
Google Play Games.
And you know what? Here's the truth. There is no question that you could beat the hell out of him. You could probably beat the hell out of me. No question about it. But you know what? I would bet every penny I have ever made in this life that he will grow up and have a happier life than you will.
Look how the kids he got. Look how the kids he got clapping. Y'all see all those kids? You think these kids really clapping? Look at the propaganda now. These is kids. All them kids clapping on these shit like they grown. Man, look, Ricky Lake got sued. That's why Jenny Jones got off the air, because Jenny Jones had a guest on her show and dude revealed to him that he gay and he in love with him and he caught a murder charge. I could pull all this stuff up. Look, watch this. Look at the kid. Do they look like propaganda? Watch what Jerry Springer said. Look who would be clapping.
And you know what? Here's the truth. There is no question that you could beat the hell out of him. You could probably beat the hell out of me. No question about it. But you know what? I would bet every penny I have ever made in this life that he will grow up and have a happier life than you will. And only because
look who telling the kids to clap.
He's not living every day. Who's going to get me today?
All race of kids, bro.
I never worry about that. If I worried about that, I'd be somewhere hiding in the house. I wouldn't be on top of national TV right now. You know what I'm saying?
So you're confident that no one's going to get you?
Hey, if they get me, I'm congratulating them. First, I'm going to laugh.
So they got him looking like a big old mad black man, and look at all the race that's around him, mixed race, and they're going to look at him like, oh, man. Look, watch this shit.
Because it's going to be funny. Second of all, I'm going to congratulate because 1,000 tried to get me before this person had.
Okay.
So congratulate that person.
What would it take, and I'm just talking here now, okay, because I don't want you to hurt me, all right?
Oh, I ain't going to hurt you.
I know. But what would it take if I didn't know you? I'm just walking down the street. What would I have to do, and we don't know each other, for you to kill me? For example, if I just walked up to you and said, damn, those are silly looking pants.
So all this is about, hey, this what Jerry Springer and his race think about black people. Like, hey,
damn, you'd be dead.
Just like that. If I don't like
that.
If I don't like your pants, I'm dead.
You assaulted me. You assaulted my pants, first of all, because I bought them.
ain't nobody finna do nothing. You see what I'm saying? Bruh, I come from the most dangerous hood in America, and a white man could come in our neighborhood. Ain't nobody finna fuck with him. A snow bunny finna come in our neighborhood. Ain't nobody finna fuck with that snow bunny. You see what I'm saying? You can have a foreigner coming, a Mexican coming in the neighborhood. Ain't nobody finna fuck with them. Man, them folks finna be like, hey, amigo, you straight? Yeah, what you need? You need something? Like, bam, you know, oh, you cool? Man, you good. We finna make you feel at home, bro. Watch this. Ricky Lake, I got a secret. Look at this shit. Now you see the propaganda. They got T-Dog and they got S-Dog and T-Bird. Come on, bro. Look at this shit.
Imagine being able to build
anything show you like, yeah,
just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
They can't get real gang members on the show.
Every day, 14 children die by gunfire. The average age of the children being killed is 11 to 17. The average age of their killers is also...
I remember when I came home and watched this shit, I said, what they is? They can't be blood, Crips, or violent lords, or nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? Look.
11 to 17. Most of these kids have yet to go to their first prom, and yet they say they need to carry guns for protection, and that all their friends have them too.
Look how Ricky Lake trying to sound, look serious and shit.
Meet S-Dog and T-Bird. They both run...
Looking like dummies. Come on now. Who gonna call a female S-Dog? Yo, what's up, T-Bird? Ooh, hey S-Dog, can I get your number? Yeah, can I speak to S-Dog? Call her, yeah. Is this S-Dog? Yeah. What T-Bird at? T-Bird right here. Y'all ready for the night? Nah, you bet. If I had this number stored in my phone, man, guess what? Baby finna investigate like T-Bird. Yeah, these ain't no niggas here. Trey Gang can't fool me with this shit. Call that motherfucker, then she FaceTime and they be like, yeah, who is this?
Run with a gang in their hometown. S-Dog says
she gonna know something suspicious, but like, yeah, I'm a homegirl here. You ain't no homegirl, bitch. Nah, I'm for real. You know what I'm saying? This Crip Blood, Vital Lord, and GD with us. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? I'm just you know, it's not like that. It's a gang thing. You know, trying to tell you, like.
S-Dog is 13 years old. T-Bird has been carrying a gun since she was 10. She says you gotta bust them before they bust you. T-Bird is only 14 years old.
Look at her.
Also says fighting with fists is old-fashioned. Either you have a gun or you're going to lose your life.
All teenagers.
Michael is 17.
Check this out. Maury, I'm teen and I want to have a baby. Hold on, y'all remember Maury Povich? I'm a teen. I want to have a baby. See that old teen? Look, check this out. I was 13 and pregnant with 2 possible baby daddies on the Maury show. And watch how I look. Not an hour.
Everybody welcome 16-year-old.
Look at all the white folks tuned in for this shit. Look at this shit. Like, yeah, this how you finna spread propaganda. Cause these people actually gonna look, you got a crowd in here fake, hired to be here clapping this shit. And when they show this shit on TV, they gonna look at, man, he look good, hot as hell out here. Look, you ain't gonna take a DNA test on the kids. I ain't never saw a show when they took a DNA test on the kids and see if they really the baby daddy. Cause keep this in mind, they be fucking grown folks too now. You see what I'm saying? He 19
ever. Like, she.
How old she was?
Everybody welcomes 16-year-old Maya and her mom, Kaya, to the march.
See, man, he made it. If you come from my hood and you talking about you had a baby, it ain't finna be none of these. They treat me kid like they grown. Like, mommy, I'm pregnant by Lonnie. Lonnie ain't like he don't want to be responsible. But we finna get Lonnie ass to be acting like a responsible daddy. No, ain't none of this shit.
Married, we talked about having our first kid. They break up with me and go sleep with another.
And look at the mama. Bruh, stop this. Bro. Man, in a black household, you ain't finna come with that conversation like. Now you see why the daddy never absent. Never present in the Marvel show to keep the propaganda going. You know, it make it cool. Like, look, mom, I can get pregnant, and you got to understand that I got a love life too, and I can have kids. And you see what I'm saying? And you can look at her that she lonely. You know, she ain't got a man in her goddamn life. You know, that you can tell the way you can see it. Look at this shit, bro. Man, Trey Gang now, man. Trey Gang, love y'all, man. Y'all be cool and y'all be safe. I'm gonna go back over this footage later on, cause this the footage that y'all need to see on September 9th at 2 o'clock in the morning. Bye, y'all. And I'm out, y'all. Love y'all, bro.